Yeah. All right, every year there's an estimated about 11 fatal drownings per day. Courtney's standing by with Dr. Carmen Carrazzo-Gonzalez to get some tips on how to prevent this tragedy from happening to you.
Yeah, for sure. Dr. Carrazzo-Gonzalez is joining us from Roseville, and thank you so much to the family who's allowing us to borrow this home.
They're nice people.
Cody Stark, so that we can do this in front of a pool. Because Dr. Carrazzo-Gonzalez, first of all, good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, because we really want to talk about this, because the unfortunate statistic from the CDC is that the majority of, these deaths occur for 1 to 4-year-olds, right? And unfortunately, this is happening all too often. We're just looking at the 7-day forecast. We've got triple digits coming up this weekend, and it's still very much summer. So we still have a lot of time that we need to be paying attention to this.
Absolutely. It is the #1 drowning cause for children under the age of 4 after birth defects. And for kids 5 to 14, it is the second leading death of unintentional injuries.
Ugh, this is crazy. Okay, so let's talk about, as a pediatrician as you are, the things that you would like parents to be paying attention to. Because, we're like, okay, when the kids are around the pool, we should be paying attention. But there are other little things that maybe we're not so focused on that we should be.
I think that's totally right. And I think the main 3 messages I want to push through is that water can be so fun, but it can also be very dangerous. So we need to be mindful and thoughtful about all of this. So #1, swim lessons. Teach your children how to swim from a very young age. And then we talk about adult supervision, constant adult supervision when children are near or in the water. And if there's ever a child missing in a situation where you're around the water, go and look in the water first, okay? And make sure you have a designated adult. Like, really let them know, hey, you're in charge. You're the one that's watching the children today whenever they are in the water. And then when kids are inside and they don't know how to swim, you have to be within arm's reach of the children so that you can save them in any situation.
And I think another thing that's really important is the importance of everybody knowing CPR. There are so many different places to take classes, and it doesn't take that long to learn CPR, right?
That's right. There's not, and even just to start off, like even looking at YouTube videos and then going to your Red Cross and getting certified, there's a lot of community resources to do that.
Yeah. Now, Dr. Carrazzo-Gonzalez, you mentioned making sure that the kids learn how to swim at a very early age. Is there such thing as too young to learn to swim?
Not really. They have ISR lessons that are for survival things that they start teaching from infant age, around 6 months of age. But usually on average about 1 year of age is when they start to recommend more designated swim lessons for children.
Okay. And I also noticed that you mentioned kind of removing those factors that might entice the kids to go too close to the water, like the toys. Take those things out.
Yes, there's a lot of barriers that we have to create. The #1 thing for a barrier is making sure there is a fence surrounding all 4 sides of the pool, especially the side that's separating the house from the pool. You should have a fence that's self-latching, that's non-climbable, so kids can't get in there, and that's at least 4 feet tall. And then there's other things like pool alarms, covers, but those things do not make over, they're not as protective as having adult supervision and having those fences. And then having the toys, like you said, removing anything that's going to be, kids are curious that they're going to be wanting to go grab a toy or anything like that from the pool, and they could potentially fall in.
Definitely. And I love the pool that you're visiting this morning. I see the family has a nice gate around the pool. That is good stuff.
They do. All 4 sides are covered. Yes, it's perfect. Way to go.
That's perfect. Dr. Carrazzo-Gonzalez, thank you so much for your time this morning. We really appreciate it, and especially these tips as we get, we're only a halfway, maybe 3/4 of the way through summer. We still got a lot of swimming to do.
A lot of swimming to do. Thank you so much for having me.
Excellent. All right. We'll put all the details to contact Kaiser Permanente on our website, gooddaysacramento.com, under show info and today's date. That's a lovely pool.
It is a nice pool.
Don't you think, Cody?
It's a nice pool.